What's up, my YouTube family? Sergeant Graybeard back with another Division 2 video. Today is Friday, May 28th, and as always, I hope this message finds you healthy and safe. In today's video, my friends, I'd like to take a few minutes and try and answer some of the questions you've sent the channel. Now, the Division put out a tweet yesterday talking about the next 2 seasons that are coming up, so a lot of you are wondering what does that mean for the new content. Now, if you happen to be new here, first of all, welcome. Secondly, feel free to hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of our gaming family. And if you enjoyed this or found it helpful at all, take a quick second and hit that like button. It really does help us out. You can see here that the game put out a tweet yesterday saying the next season rerun will be Concealed Agenda, seeing Barden Schaefer and his Black Tusk squad of rogue agents return on June 1st. This will be followed by End of Watch rerun as we continue to work on the new content scheduled for later this year. Now, there are a few things I want to talk about real quick, as many of you are wondering, do we need to get through the 2 seasons to see any new content? As most of you know by now, there has been no official word from the game itself in regards to when we can expect anything new. However, I'm assuming at the E3 event, which is, a few weeks away, we should be getting a lot of information at that point. Now, I happen to think that most of that information is going to be in regards to Heartland and really not the new content that we probably will not see in this game until the end of the year. However, with Heartland coming, it's going to be a lot of great gameplay for a lot of people, and from what I've heard and seen, many people are going to love this thing. Now, getting back to the seasonal replay, what we know is that each season is 3 months. Now, they're skipping Season 2, jumping to Season 3. So we're going to be playing Season 3 and 4, which is about 6 months worth of gameplay, and that puts us right towards the end of the year. And the main reason I bring this up is the game has mentioned multiple times that, the goal is to release this new content for the Division 2 towards the end of the year. However, we don't have anything that is concrete as yet, and obviously as soon as I have information, I will definitely pass it along. The other thing to keep in mind is the fact that these seasons and new content can run in conjunction with each other, so one should not affect the other. But again, we're going to see what happens, my friends. I think we're going to hopefully get a lot of information when E3 comes next month. The next thing a lot of you are wondering about is what is the game doing in regards to overall gameplay quality when it comes to delta errors, matchmaking issues, things like that. So I wanted to take a minute and talk about some of the feedback that you've sent the channel. Now, thankfully, most of the feedback that you've sent the channel recently has been positive. You're not dealing with a lot of issues that you were dealing with before, from the actual connection issues to loot quality to things like that. But again, if you're having any issues with the gameplay itself, please let me know in the comment section down below. Now, in regards to loot quality, there's one specific thing I'd like to talk about for players who play on Heroic, and I have been getting messages that purple items seem to be dropping from NPCs. That shouldn't be happening. Now, they will come out of crates sometimes, but from NPCs, that should not be the case. On that note, my friends, if this is happening to you, please let me know in the comment section down below. You guys know, my main goal here is to try to help out any way I can, so if there's any information I can pass along to the game that can help out, I definitely want to do my best to do so. The last thing I'd like to talk about today has to do with farming, and this is really a topic for new and returning players. Many of you have reached out, you're saying you're really having a hard time getting certain items and looking for ways to really help maximize your gameplay. Those of you that have been at my channel for a while, you know that one of my favorite types of videos to make are farming ones. I absolutely love them. I like to try to help out in any way I can, and one of the biggest recommendations I can give is during your gameplay, make sure you mix it up if you're not getting certain things you're looking for. And what I mean by that is this: just switch difficulties, in between attempts of missions. Or let's say if you typically play on your own, use matchmaking, join the summit, join a group there, do something like that. But when one thing isn't working, don't just stick with it, definitely try another. The other thing I strongly recommend is use random matchmaking when you're farming. I cannot stress that enough. Let players know what you're looking for. You guys know one of the best things about this game is the community, and so many players want to help other ones out. With that being said, I also want to remind new and returning players, if you join a random group and you're doing a mission, do not take off right when the mission ends, because chances are, look, if you see someone with a high shed level, chances are a lot of the gear they're going to get, they probably already have. And there are so many times where I hear from players saying, at the end of the mission, I drop gear and everyone's gone, and it's some really good gear I want to pass along. So once again, new players, returning players, stick around. You may get exactly what you're looking for. On that note, my friends, I'm going to start to wrap this video up. There are a lot of other things I want to get into. I'm going to save that for Monday's video, but I did want to take some time today and answer some of the questions that you've sent during the week. I'd also like to take a moment and thank you all for your continued support. You guys have been amazing. I mean, the way you've backed this channel with Division stuff and the farming videos and the new Diplomats of the Division. There's a new, episode dropping tomorrow. I cannot thank you guys enough for being a part of this family. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this, you can hit that like button as well. But most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Access key detected. Incoming hostiles detected. Access key detected.